Hello and welcome to my Sky Bet EFL review for the last match day that just happened, game week 1 in the Championship and game week 2 in Leagues 1 and 2. We'll pick 6 games from League 1 and the Championship respectively. We'll go through the scores on the doors as well on what happened in the other matches. But yeah, I'll pick some notable 6 fixtures out from each league and we'll go through League 2 at the end with just reviewing the matches. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let's just dive straight into the review. And we'll start with the game that was on Friday night in the opener of the Championship, and it was Birmingham against Ipswich Town. Andrew Kitchen was the referee in this. I think he was wearing a blindfold in it as well from some of the decisions he's made. The first one with the Kyogo Furiashi goal being ruled out, and the penalty decision was correct, I think, because it was a handball from Lyndon Dykes in there as well. Jay Stansfield scoring and George Hurst scoring in the 95th minute to equalise for Ipswich. Birmingham kind of did dominate this game. They probably deserved to win it, but Ipswich did come back towards the end, but didn't really create a lot. Yeah, decent point for both sides. Probably more favourable for Ipswich. It's quite tough going to St Andrews on the opening day, newly promoted as well. So yeah, that would have helped. 11 shots to 7. Ipswich did have a higher XG though, but that was because of the penalty. Of course, Keshi Anderson got man of the match as well. So yeah, Birmingham 1, Ipswich 1 in the opener here. And yeah, decent game for a Friday night as it spilled over with Clara and Chaplin as well. So yeah, Birmingham 1, Ipswich 1 on opening night. So into the half-12 kickoffs, and we'll start at Charlton versus Watford. A 94th minute Harvey Nibbs winner, played for Reading last season, of course, and got Charlton over the line here by beating Watford and Paolo Pezzolano's side by a goal to nil. Not the ideal start for Watford. They did lose. They have lost to Charlton here. Kaminsky in goal. They've got a very well-rounded team. Kane Ramsey at right back, Murray Bell in there as well, Tyrese Campbell, Charlie Kelman as well up top. Didn't have a great game. Watford, yeah, are in a bit of trouble if they're going to be losing to Charlton. Yeah, this season. Yeah, I think Watford are in a lot of trouble if this is going to continue for the rest of the season. They have to win their next game. They do have Norwich in the Cup tomorrow night, and then they've got a big game against QPR on Saturday, of course, back in the Championship. Yeah, Charlton, very good, probably deserved winners if you look at the stats. 12 shots to 10. Just about, you'd probably say it was a fairly even game, probably deserved to draw, but Watford didn't have it. It had 1 shot on target, and that was from Imran Loser from about 30-odd yards out. So yeah, Charlton, a very good win for Nathan Jones, and his passion showed at the end of the game as well. So yeah, Charlton beating Watford by a goal to nil. The other game we look into is Southampton beating Wrexham. Of course, Wrexham thought they had all 3 points at St Mary's before a quick turnaround with the Ryan Manning beauty of a free kick, that one, and then Jack Stevens winning it late on for Southampton. Probably deserved it in the end, Southampton having 27 shots, 4.1 XG compared to Wrexham's 10 shots and 2 on target. So yeah, Southampton were fully deserved winners and deserved to get over the line in this one. Yeah, very good win for Southampton. They do start with a winning start under Will Steele, and you'd be looking to build on that. They have Northampton in the Cup tomorrow night, and then they go in a big game away at Ipswich on Sunday afternoon at 12 p.m. So yeah, they have to watch out for that one. But yeah, a very good win for the Saints as they beat Wrexham, and yeah, Wrexham looked okay in that first half. They're a better team in the first half, but then kind of slipped away in the second, and that's what allowed Southampton to get back in it later on. So yeah, Southampton beat Wrexham quite comfortably, and Phil Parkinson's side lose by 2 goals to 1 on opening weekend, but lots of positives to take for Wrexham as they head into West Bromwich Albion at home next weekend. Norwich take on, well, Norwich did lose to Millwall, didn't they? Yeah, very good win for Millwall and Alex Neil, and they could genuinely definitely push for the playoffs. As I did say, I'm not sure why I rated them so low down in my predictions, but yeah, Millwall, very good away win. They take on Middlesbrough Rob Edwards next weekend, so they'll be looking for back-to-back wins there. Stats-wise, they did kind of, was a fairly even game of football. Millwall just got over the line with Alex Neil, didn't they? Macaulay Langstaff scoring the winner in that one. Ex-Notts County, of course, back in League 2 and the National League. Of course, not the best start for Liam Manning and his side, but I'm sure they can gradually ease into the season and try win a few more games than this throughout the season, because they've got some big games coming up. They've got Portsmouth at 12:30 next weekend, so they'll be looking to win that one. Josh Sargent still banging in the goals for Norwich City and keeps scoring for them. But yeah, coming up trumps here against Millwall, and a bit of a shock loss for Norwich City and Liam Manning in his first game in charge, as Millwall and Alex Neil take charge and win by 2-1. And into the half-5 kickoff, where Ruben Selles got off to a nightmare start as Sheffield Wednesday head coach or manager, well, I'm not really sure, but anyway, as manager of Sheffield United, absolutely done. It all started badly when Scott Twine hit the perfect free kick and put Bristol City in front. Then it was Ross McCrory that made it 2-1 after Sheffield United briefly got an equaliser, and then 2 quick goals start of the second half put the misery on Sheffield United, and a nice 4-1 win for Bristol City there. Deserved, you have to say, for the Robins in this one. They were full flow, but Sheffield United did have more shots, 20 shots to 9, but it's still an embarrassing defeat, as Bristol City and Gerhard Struber were just more clinical on the day, and they got revenge for that playoffs semi-finals back in May, of course. So yeah, good win for Bristol City over Ruben Selles, and they top the league on game week 1. So yeah, good win for Bristol City over Sheffield United here, and a very, very good win at Bramall Lane as well, and revenge from last season. Into Sunday's match then, and it is Leicester City 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. Sheffield Wednesday actually took the lead in this game with Trevor Chalobah scoring, and they went into the half-time break with a 1-0 lead. Yannick Vestergaard hit back in the 54th minute, and late on Wout Fass sent the King Power into raptures at the end, as they did beat Sheffield Wednesday by 2-1. A very good win for Leicester City. Sheffield Wednesday, Barry Bannan, as soon as he got sent off, the game really kind of turned in Leicester's favour, didn't it? So yeah, not really a lot to say on this one. Sheffield Wednesday, I think it was a decent performance, unless Bannon got sent off. I think they might have even drew that game. So yeah, a good win for Leicester to start the season. Well, it wasn't a good win. It was a bit of a nervy win, but Cifuentes' side get over the line in the first game, just over Sheffield Wednesday. So yeah, Leicester 2, Sheffield Wednesday 1. And then into the rest of the games on the Saturday in the Championship. Which ones haven't we mentioned? Coventry 0, Hull 0. Coventry really should have won that. Hull didn't look like they were going to win that game. They just wanted to make sure they didn't lose it if they weren't going to win it. Middlesbrough beat Swansea by 1-0. Rob Edwards' side get a 1-0 win over Alan Sheehan. Swansea City scrappy 1-0. I did call that result. Portsmouth beat Oxford and Gary Rowett as well. Maybe Oxford are in a bit more trouble than I originally thought. I thought maybe Gary Rowett could keep them in this league. QPR 1, Preston 1, the bog standard 1-1 draw. Stoke beating on Derby. As soon as Dion Sanderson comes on, they concede 2 goals. Quite typical that. Yeah, not a good result for John Eustace' side. Perfect stuff for Mark Robbins and Stoke. Maybe they probably won't go down this season. And West Brom with 10 men knocking over Blackburn Rovers. A bit of a scrappy 1-0 win for Ryan Mason's side. They did look really good in the first half from what I saw in that one. So yeah, a good win for West Brom and Ryan Mason. So yeah, that is the opening weekend results. And yeah, a very, very good win for West Brom. And that is the Championship review for this week is done. So yeah, thank you all for watching the Championship review. Let's jump into League One right now. Into the League One review we go, and we start with Peterborough Luton, but quickly I do want to mention Port Vale 0, Cardiff 0, just because it was an absolutely dreadful game of football, and Port Vale did get robbed, I think, of a goal, and it was offside, of course. But yeah, we'll just jump into Peterborough versus Luton, a very, very good win for Matt Bloomfield's side, and any opening day nerves have gone away now, and Luton very, very good and looking to get promoted at the first time of asking back to the Championship, and they're looking good to do that. Yeah, Luton very good, 2 wins from 2, 8 shots to 6. Another very poor game, another very tight game for Matt Bloomfield's side against the Darren Ferguson's side. So yeah, 2 shots on target for Peterborough. A bit of a scrappy game this one. Mads Anderson and Jordan Clark getting the 2 goals in that one for Luton Town and getting them over the line in this one. So yeah, good win for Luton. Not really else a lot to say. Yeah, Luton were just very good value for their 2 goals, and yeah, beat Peterborough and Darren Ferguson quite comfortably by 2-0 at the Western Home Stadium. Reading 0, Huddersfield 2, in the other half 12 kickoff. Another very good win, and it could be a shootout between Huddersfield and Luton to see who goes up from League One this season. Another brilliant win for Huddersfield Town in this one. Alfie May didn't score, but he was up front and had a very decent game. League Run just showing he is a good coach at this level and knows what he is doing. So, yeah, a very good win for Huddersfield Town here on Saturday, of course. But, yeah, Reading didn't really get going. That's 2 losses from 2 now for Reading. Yeah, very concerning times for Noel Hunt. I do think they will start to survive. They will survive, I think, quite comfortably, but I don't think they might not be challenging playoffs after the start they have made. But it's still a very long season, and anything can happen, of course. But yeah, I can't see Reading getting in the playoffs with the way they're playing football at the moment. But yeah, good win for Huddersfield Town on League Run, and it's 2 wins from 2 for Huddersfield Town. Another game that had a dramatic comeback, or another game, there wasn't many this weekend actually. Barnsley beat Burton by 3-2 after going 2-0 down in the first few minutes. Barnsley came back and beat Burton by 3-2 and knocked over Gary Bowyer's side. Burton winning their first game, coming up trumps in the second one, but Barnsley looking very good under Conor Hourihane again, showing that fight to come back from 2 goals down to come and win the game. Davis Keeler done getting amongst the goals, and David McGoldrick scoring the winner for Barnsley in this one with a nice 3-2 win over Burton Albion. They'll be absolutely chuffed with that. They did deserve the win. 13 shots to 8, had a higher XG than Burton. But Burton were very good value for money in that first half, of course, going 2 goals up before Barnsley hit back. So yeah, a very good win for Conor Hourihane, and maybe his Barnsley side aren't as bad as originally first thought, and they could be mounting a playoff charge this season. But yeah, Barnsley 3, Burton 2 here. Bolton 2, Plymouth 0. Another good win for, well, not another good win, it is back to winning ways for Stephen Schumacher and his Bolton side here at the Macron. I still call it the Macron, even though it is called the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. Yeah, good win for Bolton. Tom Cleverley already under massive amounts of pressure after losing their first 2 for Plymouth. Yeah, Barnsley at home and Bolton, you should have got some points from that. Really not very good start for Plymouth Argyle. They'll be going to League 2 at the rate they're going. Yeah, they don't look good. Bolton were quite convincingly won this. Plymouth only had 3 shots all game. They're away from the Championship. It's continuing into this League 1 season as well. So yeah, not good for Plymouth Argyle. Yeah, very good win for Bolton though, and Stephen Schumacher, and just eases the pressure off him slightly and a little bit. So yeah, Bolton beating Plymouth by 2-0 here quite comfortably as well. So yeah, good win for Stephen Schumacher and his Bolton side. I'm just going to talk about it briefly while we're here. Exeter 4, Blackpool 1. Not really sure what was going on there. I think Bailey Peacock-Farrell had a couple of mares in goal, as he always does. I really don't know what's next for him. He is absolutely abysmal goalkeeper. 4.8 rating on FootMob. Blackpool tried to get back in the game via Ashley Fletcher in the 22nd minute. It's too late because they're already 2-0 down. But then, anyway, and Exeter absolutely ran away with it. Steve Bruce, he knows this league. They were a decent side. It's just the goalkeeper problems just keep getting worse for Blackpool. They've got a decent back line over Heckway and Casey. It's just Peacock-Farrell in goal. It's not a great goalkeeper. Yeah, very good win for Gary Caldwell and his Exeter side, and back to winning ways. I think the pressure is not on Steve Bruce, it's on the goalkeeper, because he's absolutely dreadful, as seen at Birmingham last season. I remember him trying to play out from the back against Peterborough and conceding a goal or 2 there. He was terrible against Leyton Orient as well earlier on in the season. Yeah, I feel for Blackpool fans because he is absolutely terrible. But yeah, good win for Exeter here as they beat Blackpool by 4-1 quite convincingly here. So yeah, good win for Gary Caldwell and his Exeter side. And the final game we will review in League 1 is Stockport County by beating Wycombe Wanderers by 2-1. Another dismal start for Wycombe. They had this start last season, losing 2 from 2. Yes, still finished in the playoffs, of course. But yeah, I don't see that happening this season. Mike Dodd is absolutely dreadful coach. They got a goal back via Mullins in the 74th minute, but it was too little too late because Stockport already had the game pretty much wrapped up by then. Anyway, a good win for Stockport over Wycombe here. 2-1 Lovely little win for David Chandler on his side. Wickham did have more shots in this game and a higher XG, so maybe they did get a bit unlucky. We don't know what's happening to Richard Coney, where he's going, but yeah, there's problems all over the pitch for Wickham at the moment, and problems off it with Mike Dodds in charge as well. So yeah, good win for Stockport over Wickham here by 2-1 quite comfortably here as well. Then, just taking a look over the other League One results, we don't have it on here, but Port Vale, no Cardiff, we've already just previously spoke about. Good win for Wimbledon over Lincoln as well by 2-0 in that one. Leyton Orient beating Wigan in there as well, of course. 10-man Wigan under Ryan Lowe. Mansfield lost to Doncaster at home. Not good stuff for Nigel Clough and Mansfield. 2 losses out of 2 there. 2 out of 2 for Doncaster and Grant McCann. Though Northampton Bradford played out a 0-0 draw. I think Bradford looked a pretty good side in that one, had more shots, etc. And Stevenage beating Rotherham by 1-0. Alex Ravel just scraping a win over Rotherham United, the Steve Evans derby. Of course, yeah, good win for Stevenage in that one. And that is my League One review done. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the League Two results and what happened there right now. Into League Two we go then. Notts County 1, Salford 2. Tranmere beat Shrewsbury 4-0. Really does look worrying for Shrewsbury, and me saying Shrewsbury finishing down in 24th could prove to be right. Barrow 0, MK Dons 0. Good win back for the Dons. Good win for Paul Warren and his side. They'll go back, propelling up into the playoffs, which they do. Bromley beat Barnet quite convincingly. I went the other way in the predictions. Not sure what I was thinking there. Cheltenham 0, Chesterfield 2. Yeah, good win for Chesterfield. They continue that promotion push. Crawley won Newport 2. Really expected Crawley to do a bit better than that. They do really look a bit shaky under Scott Lindsay, don't they? Crewe 2, Accrington 0. That's kind of expected. Accrington, one of the favourites to go down this year. Fleetwood 2, Bristol Rovers 1. Good win for Fleetwood in that one over Darrell Clark and Bristol Rovers. Gillingham beat Walsall by 1-0. Harrogate and Grimsby played out 3-3 thriller. Good recovery from Grimsby to come back from 2 goals behind in that one. They were losing 3-1 at one stage. Oldham 1, Colchester 1. Swindon beat Cambridge 3-2 in there as well. So yeah, that is that. League Two is done, and yeah, we'll jump into the outro right now. Thank you very much for watching my EFL review game week 1 and 2 for Championship League 1 and 2 respectively. If you did like the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all of that good stuff, and I'll speak to you all on the next one, which will be League 2 predictions tomorrow. Carabao Cup is also tomorrow night. I won't have predictions because there seems to be too many games. Maybe do it in the later stages. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll speak to you all on the next one.